and welcome to the Edu-Leaders Show on the Bulletin, where we bring you the latest insights and trends from the world of education. I'm Daisy, and I'm excited to guide you through this episode. We have an esteemed guest joining us, Mr. Dheena, COO of Application Uni Private Limited, shared his positive experience with the Time to Grow Media Summit, praising its focus on the educational sector and the involvement of key policymakers. He explained that Application Uni offers free services to students aspiring to study abroad, especially in countries like the UK and Canada, and emphasizes the importance of building a strong portfolio beyond academic scores. Now, let's move directly into our interview. Over to you, Rumani. Let's hear what Mr. Dheena had to say.
Good evening, everyone. We have with us a very special guest. He is Mr. Dheena, COO, Application Uni Private Limited. Welcome to the summit, sir, and how's your experience being here?
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. And in terms of experience, this has been for almost a year we have been engaged with Time to Grow. And as the name depicts, grow, and we are very much certain by now that it's giving a very wonderful platform for us to grow. Now, how I meant by saying wonderful platform in terms of the event specific. So they understand the kind of landscape we require, and they match their requirement with the particular landscape. So in this terms, landscape means the educational sector. So they are very clear in terms of bringing in the educators, the decision makers of the schools. And when it comes to having the special guests and the dignitaries, they make sure that senior bureaucrats who are already engaged in the education sector have always been made as a chief guest and special guest. So this gives a wider audience a kind of impact they are looking forward for, and it gives the government dignitaries, the bureaucrats, to convey the policies that are in mind, the policies that are being implemented, the policies that are in progress and in process. So the question answer sessions give the policymakers, the bureaucrat, the special dignitaries kind of I would say the audience, the kind of voice they need to hear. That is the so this gives the entire event very impactful. So that's how I on behalf of Application Uni would say that it's giving the kind of platform, not a monotonous one, not a place for people to meet and network, but also can deliver a lasting impact. Then comes the kind of a brainstorming session, which is generally being organized. It's kind of in the morning session and the afternoon session. That brings a lot of collective mind sitting together, having collaborative thinking, asking critical questions, making the reasoning sounding more appropriate, and asking the audience about the acceptability of the the brainstorming session in engagement. So that's how we feel that by engaging with Time to Grow, we are able to find the same kind of audience who are intellectually capable, and also making us to engage with them in the similar way. So I would rather say happy to have part of Times to Grow, and we are looking forward for continuous engagement across the country and overseas as well.
Great to hear, sir, and it was quite an encouragement for us, your kind words. Thank you, sir. So tell us, the audience, about what is Application Uni, and how does it plans to make the education sector more fruitful for the students as well as the whole community.
So Application Uni is primarily engaged in educational tools and facilitating students for overseas education. So in terms of education tour, what we want to do is bring in a perspective change in the student, have them a project based learning wherein they engage themselves outside beyond the walls of the schools, and making it mixture of leisure and educational activity. And when they visit the global countries, the western countries or the eastern countries, I'm not discriminating between this, they get an understanding about the way of world and its movement, and also the global networking opportunity they end up getting. So this builds a platform, this builds a portfolio in themselves when they apply for a graduation after the 12th standard. So they understand what they need to do. Are they ready to go to a foreign country, an unknown place, to struggle, strive over there, away from their family for 3 years? So that creates a very proper bedrock for them. So that is education tools. In terms of overseas education, we provide all kind of services that any student in India needs to go to any Western country, most preferably being in a Punjab, they wanted to go to UK or Canada. And how we are different from others is we provide this particular opportunity at free of cost. We give the application support. Basic support is free of cost. If the student wants to choose something specifically wherein our consultant need to sit with the student, build a resume, build a portfolio for himself, prepare for the essays and for the interview, we go for a very nominal charges. That's how we differentiate ourselves from others. And my director, the co-founder and director himself, is an alumna of Bristol University and worked in UK. I'm an alumna of London Business School, and having worked in UK, we understand, because sometime before we had the same kind of aspirations and dreams, and we wanted to go, and we went over there. We know the struggle that is being faced by every student, and we just want to ease up the process. So that's how we are in the business.
That's great to hear, and it's very, grateful of you to make the students aware about all the challenges they, would be facing. And it's not a cakewalk to just, get a ticket and fly to the other country. There are real challenges.
That's not the case.
Sure, sir. Anything else you want to talk about?
I have nothing much to add. But what I want to say that the dreams and aspirations are perfectly fine for every student and every parent to have. But is the student capable to build a portfolio for himself, build a resume for himself, shape himself with extracurricular activities, the needs of the university's admission committee, what they look forward is not someone who is having 80%, 90%. I myself, in open forum, I am telling you, I have never scored more than 55% in any of my studies, say from 10th standard till all the graduation. I never have scored. I'm a very moderate or below average student. But what I have done in my career is I have built something for myself. I have built a portfolio for myself. I have engaged in social activities, extracurricular activities. The present business school are looking forward to make world leaders. So your percentage, your bookwormish kind of attitude will not help. You will have to build a portfolio. I am a classic example. Someone with 55% can go into London Business School, which is world's #1 business school even today. For the past 35 years, it has held in single digit only. So I urge the parents and the students to concentrate on studies. Yes, studies are important, but when it comes to study abroad, they'll have to take care of their portfolio, their resume, they build a career for themselves, and subsequently, proceed ahead. And we are somewhat, if we can be of any help for the parents and the students, we are looking forward to, be in touch with you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So it's not necessary that you have 99%, but all you have to is have the dream, the admiration, the goals which you want to achieve. And Application Uni is the platform that will help you achieve those dreams. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this enlightening discussion. We hope you found it as insightful and inspiring as we did. Save 8534845670 and send "Hi" on WhatsApp for updates on the Edu-Leaders Show, featuring inspiring interviews from the education sector.